This is the iPad 4, the last device that can natively run iOS 6 and thousands of 32-bit apps, long gone from the App Store after Apple dropped support in 2017. And today, I'm turning this old beast into my ultimate iOS retro gaming machine. And a big thanks to CreamX Night for recommending this particular iPad model to me with its comment. Now, let's get started. Vibe is everything, and the most time-appropriate accessory for the iPad 4 has to be the smart covers. So, I get two of them, a polyurethane and a leather. These are the two variants Apple first introduced along with the iPad 2. Now let's open them up. The package is pretty straightforward. Just peel off the sticker in the back and flip open the front like a book, then pull it out. This one is the leather version and is a product red. They feel great in hand. The leather has a bit of texture to it and the poly feels like smooth rubber. I've used both variants for years with my iPad 2 and I definitely recommend the leather over the poly, which ages badly over time and tends to get creased along the edges. The smart cover doubles as a screen protector and a stand, and it can support the iPad in two ways. One lower angle than meant for typing, and higher up angle for video and FaceTime. With the smart cover attached, my iPad 4 finally feels complete, and it's time to fix the software. Apple made some significant changes back end about 2 years ago, which rendered the App Store on older systems almost inaccessible. Fortunately, there are still fixes that can make it work again. First, I need to download a whole bunch of certificates for the connection, a couple Cydia tweaks, including App Store Fix and Checkmate Store. Big shout out to iClassic for his wonderful 2026 tutorial about fixing the App Store on iOS 6. And he has many amazing videos about classic Apple products, so be sure to check him out if you're interested. After the fix and patches, I can finally log in to my account and take a look at my purchase history. Apple cut off 32-bit support on iOS in 2017 almost overnight, meaning tens of thousands of apps never made it to the 64-bit architecture, completely gone from the App Store. But the good thing is, you can still access most of them through your purchase history. As you can see here, many of these old games have no description page left, meaning they're completely gone from the storefront. But they're still available for download if you've purchased them before. Most of these apps can still install and run like old times. And here are some of the games I've curated so far for this iPad. As you can see, all of the games work smoothly, and the iPad 4 is powerful enough to handle them with ease. You can barely feel the warmth on the back, even when you play major titles like Modern Combat or Prince of Persia. Most gesture-based games feel perfect on this giant screen, but those with virtual D-pads could definitely use an upgrade. To really elevate the experience, I sourced a PS3 controller for this iPad. And to make it work, I installed a Cydia app called Bluetooth, which adds supports for PS3 controller over Bluetooth. It took me a week to figure out the pairing, but we'll talk about that in another video. The beauty of Bluetooth is that you can add customized profile to every game installed on your iPad. All you need to do is take a screenshot of the game and move these little indicators around the screenshot. This makes it possible to work with any games, even if they have no controller support at all. Here are some footages of me playing different games using my PS3 controller.
More dead here than a god party!
Now, this is just the beginning of this project, and there are so much more to explore. Like I need to figure out a way to restore my old A9 purchases, iron out a few hiccups with controller pairing, and perusing my decade worth of App Store history. Each calls for a separate video to talk about. And this particular iPad is about to take you and me on a trip back to 2013. So hit the subscribe button and join me on this exciting journey back in time. And be sure to click hype for this video to help it reach more people. And I'll see you in the next one.